You don't even know it.
Hey, what's up guys, it's your girl Amari and welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, I want to say hello to all of my new subscribers, and if you are an old OG, welcome back, and I love you so much, and I love all of you new subscribers just as much. So second of all, because I said that was first of all, but second of all, I want to apologize for my appearance. I want to apologize if I look a little bit drained and like poop, because I am sick and I'm not really feeling too hot. However, the show must go on. You guys wanted to see this 42 Alpha video, and I told y'all if y'all wanted to see it, drop the comments down below, leave some likes, and y'all did it. So here I am pushing out this video for y'all regardless of what I'm feeling like. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. I'm gonna drop a little bit of knowledge on y'all, let y'all know what it's like being a 42 Alpha in the Army. Y'all see this little light I got going right here? It's because it's mad dark and the lighting in my barracks room is trash. So I got my little, hey, listen, you gotta make do with what you got. That's all I'm gonna say. But I got my little, what is this shit called? Oil diffuser, that's what it's called. I got my oil diffuser on light, and so she here giving me some light, showing my face a little love. Yeah, I guess the white one's the best, but if you're wondering what that glowing is down here, that's what it is. Anyways, let's get into this video. All right, so how I'm gonna break it down for y'all is I'm going to talk about my AIT experience, and then I'm gonna tell you guys about the daily work, like what it's like on a daily, hours, things like that. And then I'm gonna tell you guys the pros and cons of being a 42 Alpha Human Resources Specialist in the U.S. Army. So let me introduce myself. My name is Amari, aka ANLXO, here on YouTube, and I am a 42 Alpha Human Resources Specialist in the U.S. Army. So, like I said, let's start off with AIT and what AIT was like. So, if you don't know what AIT is and you're just now learning about the Army and things, AIT is the school that you go to learn your job after basic training. So after you complete the 8 weeks of basic training, I forget how long basic training was and I was just there, but after you complete basic training, you go to school to learn about your job. So yeah, so on a regular day in AIT, once we started taking classes and things, it would be about 8 hours of school daily. We would have an hour lunch break, and then every 30 minutes of learning in the classroom and reading regulations and things like that, we would have a break, and they have like a little break area. It's like an outside courtyard, and you would go out there, sit out there, you could chill on your phone, get snacks. They have vending machines and drinks and things. They really just do that so that, because we do a lot of reading in AIT, so you start to get sleepy because you know you're still waking up early. It's still trade-out, so you're getting up early doing PT. People get tired, you get mentally exhausted, so you do the 30-minute breaks. They do breaks every 30 minutes so that you know, waking yourself back up. So as far as the lessons, there's a lot of regulation reading. We are all about regulations. The regulation for 42 Alphas is our Bible. Everything you need to know is in the regulation. Like I said, a lot of regulation reading. It's a lot of PowerPoints and your instructor telling you, okay, now pull up this regulation, and then you'll read through the regulation, and then they'll tell you about, basically try to relate it to what you'll be doing on an everyday basis in your job. You do test a lot. We do test like basically every other day, if not every day. You're allowed to have the regulation up in order to find the answers. So you'll be taking a test, but you have the regulation right there, so you could research within the regulation while you're taking a test to find your answer. So the answers are all there, you just got to take the time to look for them. But anyways, let's get into what it's like to be a 42 Alpha on a daily basis, what our hours are like, and what are the things that we do, how do we contribute to the Army. So let's start with the hours. As a 42 Alpha, specifically for me, now every situation might be different because every unit is different. Every NCOIC operates their shop differently. So it just depends on your NCO, it depends on your unit and how things have been ran. But for me personally, I work from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And we get an hour and a half lunch break. So from 11:30 to 1 o'clock, we have a lunch break. You can go do what you gotta do, eat lunch, chill, sleep, whatever it is that you want to do, but you better be back by 1 o'clock. But paperwork is literally what we do. We handle paperwork. We make copies. We're scanning things in to be sent to somewhere else. We we're like a middleman for a lot of different things. People come in and turn in paperwork to us so that it can get to somebody higher up so it can get signed. And once it gets signed, it comes back down to us and we give it back to the soldier or to the training room. Things like finance, anything dealing with money and things like that, we're usually the middleman. So it's like a whole working cycle. We also deal with leave days, which in the civilian world are called vacation days. So with every month that you're in the military, you acquire 2 vacation days. So I don't even know how else to explain that, but you have vacation days, and when people need to request vacation days, that's something that also is dealt with at finance because they have to be charged. If you can imagine, on your account you have this amount of leave days, and once you turn in this form and you come back from your leave, you have to be charged for those leave days. So the soldier brings it to us, we send it to finance so they can be charged. Finance sends it back to us, and we file the paperwork so that we have it on hand should anything come up. What else do we do? Strength and accountability. Strength and accountability is basically just numbers, knowing who's in your unit, what everybody's job is, and basically just keeping track of how everything is flowing in your unit. Should your commander or anybody else need to know. We also deal with promotions. Promotions are just like promotions in the civilian world, except you go up a rank, and when you go up a rank you get paid more. We also do ERB things, and an ERB in the Army is basically like your resume. So when people are trying to rank up, when you're trying to get promoted and go from E4 to E5, your ERB, which is like your resume, obviously in the civilian world, needs to look a certain way. It needs to be following a specific standard. So people come in trying to update their ERBs and make sure everything is clean, cut, and crisp, so that when they're up at that promotion board and that major or that captain is sitting there looking at their ERB, they don't want any errors. So people come to us, we sit in front of the computer, and we update whatever needs to be updated for them. All right, y'all, so now we're gonna move into the pros and cons. I don't have very many, but there are some. So we'll start with the pros. One of the pros is that you are indoors all day long. You are sitting at a desk. I mean, the chair is not that comfortable, but like, you can't complain much, Some of the MOSs in the Army, and there's nothing wrong with them, but I'd rather be indoors sitting at a desk at a computer screen than out in the motor pool when it's brutally hot or when it's extremely, extremely cold, especially out here in Colorado. Another pro is that the work is relatively simple, and it doesn't really require much brain power. It's really just repetition. You literally do the same things over and over again. Once you do it one time, you got it down pat, and you just do it over and over again until the day is over. So in some cases, depending on where you work as a 42 Alpha, because you could be anywhere, you could be a division, you could be a brigade, you could be a battalion, or you could be even further up. You could be anywhere working with anyone, and sometimes, majority of the times, you are working with some higher ups. You're working with some captains, you're working with some lieutenants, you're working with some majors. Sometimes you'll develop a close relationship with them, and with that being said, you're able to get some advice to further your military career, or just honestly life advice, because not everybody's just gonna stay in the military and just make that their career, but everybody has a little bit of knowledge that the next person doesn't have and can be shared with you. So that is another plus, working with these older, higher up people. Just the advice and sometimes the communication, the conversation can just help you out, spark an idea. All right, y'all, so now let's talk about the cons, okay? So yes, I said the paperwork is simple, but as I said, you just do it over and over and over again until the day is over. Sometimes you can feel like, oh, I'm drowning in paperwork, because you will have papers everywhere. And as soon as you figure out where to put these papers and how to file these papers and how to get that thing processed for this soldier, here comes another soldier. Hey, can you do this for me? So sometimes it gets overwhelming. You got to figure out ways to figure out a system for yourself so that everything flows smoothly, so that you do not get overwhelmed and stressed out, because honey, let me tell you, it will happen. People will blame you for their paperwork being processed slowly. So as I said before, we are middlemen. We literally help the soldier get done what they need to get done. Not all the time is it us. It's actually rarely us who actually is able to do, like physically do what it is the soldier needs. Usually we send it to somebody else who can get it done for them, and they send it back to us and we give it back to the soldier. We're literally middlemen. And sometimes soldiers do not understand that. So we get blamed a lot, like, hey, you did something wrong, my paperwork is taking slow. No, actually, it takes a couple of days for it to get where it needs to be and get in the hands of who it needs to be, and providing that the people that I handed it off to and the people that I handed it off to somebody who is doing their job correctly, that all plays in how long it's gonna take, and whether it's gonna get there in 3 days or whether it's gonna get there in 6 days. And sometimes soldiers don't understand that, so they want to blame you for their paperwork taking forever. My last con is that there's constantly new rules and regulations coming out, and there's new, the higher ups, the neck, everybody is constantly putting out new things, and you constantly have to adjust to these things, and you constantly are having to remind or tell soldiers that, hey, this paperwork that you're trying to get done, it actually just changed yesterday, because it happens. It actually just changed yesterday, and I need this document, as well as that document that you submitted the other day. So now I need these other 3 documents plus the other 2 documents that you already gave me in order to get what you need done. So sometimes you have to explain that to soldiers. It gets annoying. Honestly, once you put yourself in a routine and you got yourself a system that works for you, and then somebody tells you, hey, you got to add this to your system. So it's like trying to add an extra step to, I don't know. It's like you got a perfectly functioning machine, and then you got to try and fit this one little piece in there, I mean, that's the Army in general. Things are always constantly changing, and it's really annoying. Honestly, it's so annoying. But if you sign up for this life, just know you sign up for a whole lot of things else with it. So you just gotta roll with the punches, man. Trust me, I'm learning how to roll with the punches. I haven't even been in for a year, and I'm still learning how to adjust to this whole military lifestyle. But I'm glad that I'm able to share this information with you guys before you guys start your journey, and I'm glad there's other military people around me who are able to give me advice and keep me motivated on my journey. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video helped you guys out a lot. For all those people who commented, yes girl, we want to see that 42 Alpha video, here it is. And I hope you sat through the whole thing and watched the whole thing, and if you did, you made it this far, I love you so much. Good luck on your journey. If this video really helped you decide that 42 Alpha is what you want it to be. Guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you love my videos. Also give me a thumbs up if you love my videos, and I will continue to put them out for you guys. So much life, so much love, so much everything, and until next time, I will catch you guys later. Y'all be easy.